I'm building a solid wood chessboard with some high-tech electronics inside. Let me show you how I make a board worthy of some serious tech upgrades. I started with some scrap wood to make the chessboard squares. First, I cut long strips and glued them into a grid panel. Then I cut across the grain. The table saw cut wasn't clean enough for a direct glue up, so I used a planer to true up the edges. Every cut gets a planing pass-perfect glue up, so worth the extra work. I made a jig to hold the pieces together and ran them through the planer. That gave me perfectly smooth stock on both sides. Sorry, I forgot to take off the lens cap. I flipped them over and glued the grid up. This perforated board underneath is for the electronics. I'm adding Hall effect sensors under each square to track piece movement. It'll record the game automatically. For me, real-time alerts are even better, so I never miss a checkmate again. I spread the glue evenly, aligned everything on the perforated board, and put the whole assembly into a vacuum bag. My homemade vacuum pump does double duty for pressure and vacuum. The bag leaks a little, but it still works. Plus, I use clamps for extra pressure, resulting in a perfectly flat board. I scraped off the excess glue, then started the long sanding process. This vacuum bag is TPU. Regular household vacuum bags puncture to easily. If anyone knows a good way to seal TPU on a budget, let me know. I'm not spending $100 on a single bag. Making the frame was straightforward. I routed a groove so the board slides right in. Since the wood is thin and attached to the perforated board, I didn't need to leave expansion room. I don't have special band clamps for picture framing, so I used super glue to attach temporary handles and secured it with F-clamps. Finally, I notched the corners and added small wood pieces, stronger and cleaner looking. I didn't realize chessboards have orientation until I started this build. Since this is a premium board, I had to do it right. I laser engraved the numbers, then inlaid walnut letters. Instant high-end look. Sanded smooth and finished with wood wax oil. Now it's ready to use. As for the Hall effect sensor tech upgrade, stay tuned.